It's that time of year again, the time of year that students dread. It's the same thing year after year. Time to write the dreaded personal narrative. You've been thinking about ways to make this assignment more interesting for your 7th graders. You know that it has to be taught, though. It says so in the Common Core Standards for English Language Arts. Writing Standard number 3 says that students will write narratives to develop real or imagined experiences. But isn't there a way to make the writing process more interesting for students? You know that bringing in technology always makes students more interested in the learning process. How will you allow students to use technology when writing and publishing their narratives? Then, suddenly you get an idea. In the library, the librarian is always showing students book trailers for the new titles in the library. Can't students make something like this to advertise their personal narrative? In fact, you remember a program the librarian mentioned the other day that lets users create 30-second videos, Animoto. In fact, Animoto gives users pre-designed templates that make the video creation process really simple. This would be great for your 7th grade students. Using Animoto would be a great way to get students engaged in the digital storytelling process. Digital storytelling refers to any form of a digital or web-based narrative. Bates, author of Weaving a Virtual Story, Creating Book Trailers 101, states that by having students engage in the digital storytelling process, they become fully engaged in the learning process by allowing students to think both creatively and critically. This is just what you were looking for. By having students complete this new, engaging assignment, they would achieve these 2 objectives. Students will be able to write a personal narrative using descriptive details, and students will be able to create a story trailer that motivates others to read their narrative. These objectives will also tie into the Common Core. You already know it meets Writing Standard number 3. Write narratives to develop real or imagined experiences. But now you would have them meet Standard 6. Use technology to produce and publish writing. In addition, students would also be achieving several standards outlined by the American Association of School Librarians. Standard 3.1.4, for example, use technology to organize and display knowledge, and Standard 3.3.4, create products that apply to real-world context. Students' mastery of these objectives and standards can be measured by using a simple rubric that can be made available to you. You would grade students on 2 large categories, their personal narrative and their book trailer. For the personal narrative, you would grade on organization, development of ideas, and conventions. Their book trailer would be assessed for content and production quality. Now, the dreaded personal narrative isn't looking so daunting. In fact, students will be able to make videos advertising their personal narrative, just like this one made by a student. You know that by letting students use Animoto, they will be engaged and excited. Personal narratives this year will be great. By watching this instructional video, you have achieved these 2 objectives of 1, understanding how Animoto can be used within an educational setting, and 2, identifying possible uses for Animoto within the ELA curriculum. If you would like to know more about Animoto and how to get started using it, please refer to the user guide that is available to you.